This is not how my day was supposed to go, but I am so glad that it took this turn. I got a phone call this morning saying, hey, we have a goat. He's become a problem and it needs a permanent kind of solution, but we don't want the meat and we don't want him to go to waste. Could you come by and process him today? Learning home butchery is not for the faint of heart. It is a lot of effort, but it opens so many doors, not only for raising and processing your own meat and hunting, but also to glean from your community and prevent things from going to waste. I'm often asked, why do I go through this effort? Why spend the time and the money and the mess and the stress when you can just buy meat at the grocery store? And the truth is, yeah, it is way easier to just go to the store and buy a package of meat, but easier is not necessarily better. For most of human history, people knew how to take an animal from field to plate. They knew how to preserve it, how to prepare it, how to utilize all of the bits. And somewhere along the way, post industrialization, we separated ourselves from this process nearly completely in many cases. We see meat packaged tidily on shelves in plastic wrap, but we don't usually see the life, labor, and resources behind it. There is so much more value in processing your own food than just the products that come from that harvest. Preserving this knowledge, learning these skills, really understanding what it takes to feed yourself and your family, that is a value that is hard to put a monetary amount on. Especially, I feel like when you have kids, showing them what it actually looks like to get food on their plate so that they have that appreciation for what it really takes. My kids are much less picky of food that they have put some elbow grease into, whether that is feeding animals, collecting eggs, helping with the butchery, or veggies from our own garden. They are much more likely to genuinely appreciate and value and not complain about or waste a meal that they have some sweat equity in. Now, on the actual physical products side, I think it is so often overlooked. When you send meat to the butcher shop, you have a much higher percentage of waste than if you do it at home. I've started saving intestines for sausage casings, which I did not do on this particular harvest, but organ meats, there's heart, liver, kidney, spleen, all the organ fat, the lungs. You can use the brains. You can tan the hides. You can use all of the bones, not just the prime knuckle bones, for making soup and stocks. You can also make your own garden amendments with the bones. You can save the blood for making blood sausages or, like I said, garden amendments. You can use all of the tallow, whether that's in soap making, cooking, or candle making. There's a ton that you can do with every single piece, not just the meat. So, one of my favorite parts of processing my own animals is that I am not limited to whatever cuts happen to be available at the grocery store or on my butcher's cut list. One of my favorite things to make is an offal blend sausage. I have never gotten a single complaint on this offal sausage. Everybody I've fed it to, extended family and friends, little kids, has loved it. And it is the easiest way to use all of the offal in one fell swoop and just have something that everybody likes and is easy to incorporate into our regular meal rotation. I just grind up all of the offal, do a double grind, first pass coarse and then second pass fine. And then I add it into ground meat and a little bit of fat to make my breakfast sausage. Now, traditionally, I always use heart, liver, and kidney in this recipe, but on this particular batch, I also did spleen and lungs, and it was great. I loved it. The lungs definitely added some bulk and some texture, but it was really nice. And the spleen just blended in with everything else and was unnoticed and an extra wonderful nutrient boost and one less thing to waste. I'm also making an entire cured leg, which I've never done a leg of goat before, but I love a good cured leg of lamb, and I think that this will be really similar. I did a really fun kind of curried spice blend on this one, and I am so excited to see how it turns out. So while it is hard to put a dollar value on the experience and the skill and the value that that alone brings, we can get a pretty good idea on the dollar value of the end products that we're producing. So I'm going to use Azure Standard as my comparison, and we're going to go through and price this out. I do a ton of my regular shopping with Azure. I love them to pieces. I am affiliated with them 100%. In fact, if you are new to Azure, you can check out a link in this video's description and get 15% off your first order of $100 or more with my coupon code patience15. But moral of the story, we're going to use them to price this out because that is where I do a lot of my shopping. So we're looking at broth. I had 6 quarts of broth at the end of this harvest. And compared to what I normally get in nice organic beef broth, let's say, at 56 cents per ounce of broth, that gives me a total of $107.52 of value. The primal blend meat that is available here is not even really the same thing as what I'm producing at home because I'm making a breakfast sausage, but it's the closest commercial product I could find. And it's at $1.39 per ounce. And so at 28 pounds of breakfast sausage, at that price, that would be a $622.72 value. I got about 3/4 of a gallon of tallow as well. So at $1.14 per ounce, that gives me about 109.44 value in tallow. And I also have the hide that I can tan later, and that runs about 40 bucks online, we'll say, to buy a hide. Now, the cured leg is really hard to quantify value because that's not really something normal that you see in the grocery store very often. But I did a little bit of looking and I compared it to a cured leg of lamb. And per pound, I came up with about 141 ish. We'll do a conservative estimate in a charcuterie product from this harvest. So that brings my grand total for this harvest in product value to $1,020.68. So, in the end, is it worth it? Of course, that is a matter of personal opinion. It's going to be different for everyone. But to me, this is time well spent. I get to show my children how to do these skills. I get to hone my own skills. I get to create something truly delicious and custom that we wouldn't be able to source anywhere else for our family to enjoy. And I just think that this is really what homesteading and learning these skills is all about. So to me, 100%, I think it's worth it.